Here we go. Top of the morning to you. I think that's what I used to do. Today is Friday, June 19th, 2020. Can't even get started. Been sitting here for like 10 minutes. Trying to get started. So, went through a lot of thinking back and forth of the pros and cons of even making this video at all. Kind of what would be the point, what would I get out of it. Come to the conclusion that there's enough reasons that I want to do it. So here I am. This is the first take. I won't say that if I'm doing another one. God, I hope the sound comes through because I'm going to be spilling my heart out a lot. But there'll be a lot of crying, a lot of self-deprecation. So if you don't want to see that, you shouldn't watch this. But hopefully it'll be good for me. So, hello family, hello friends. In beautiful Auburn, Washington, on the warmest day of the year. And I just want to just want to make a little video talking about my divorce. There'll be a lot of this, so sorry for the bad voice and the pauses in between. What to say about everything? Been going to therapy for almost 3 years now, for a lot of different reasons. Started out, the original reason was because of my weight. And the process I've used to be successful and overcome all the challenges in my life have worked for pretty much everything that exists except for personal relationships and my weight. And I knew I was missing something, and I knew that there was something there that I wasn't addressing, but I couldn't do it on my own. So I've been seeing a therapist for about 3 years now. And in that process, through different times and through different ways, I've figured out and found out and been told that I have very little self-worth and self-value. And very codependent. And a lot of things come with that, a lot of things. And so I've been working on that. I've been trying to improve myself and trying to improve my relationships, trying to have a happier life. Try to be a happier self and be a better partner, be a better dad, a lot of things. And I'm very, very happy with a lot of the things I've discovered, the work I'm doing. But God, there's so far to go when you really dig into it. A lot of things came to a head last year when Zoe, my daughter, needed to have a place to stay for a lot of different reasons that don't really matter, but she needed a place to stay. And I was able to offer that to her. I was very proud. Anytime I say something about being proud of myself or happy, it won't go well. Very proud of myself for being at a point that I was able to offer her a safe place to stay in a safe neighborhood with a good school and just good surroundings. And I should have been proud of myself. It was a good thing. Of course, bringing in a 15-year-old daughter into the mix that is working on some things herself causes a lot of stress. And because of my codependency and lack of feeling valuable, I was already so far past maxed out in what I had available emotionally and energy and in every way. It caused a lot of stress, and a lot of stress that I didn't deal with great, and my wife didn't deal with great, and my communication with Nicole about anything serious, about anything important, was pretty poor. We did not have good communication together. In the beginning of the year, I got a book called No More Mr. Nice Guy. Deals with basically just for men mostly, and deals with codependent men and men that don't feel worthy enough of other people wanting to be around them just by being themselves. So the amount that they give and give and give, and these unspoken contracts that people like me make where you're giving, 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 but you expect when the time comes that person's going to give right back because I've been giving. That person didn't agree to that, and I never asked. But that's what we do. That's what I've done in a lot of my relationships, unbeknownst to me, until recently. So the point is, through that book, I've learned a lot of what I do. I mean, through all therapy, I've been learning slightly, and this book just put it in terms that really, really hit home. And I'm like, holy shit, I need to make a change, and making those changes and creating those boundaries and insisting on getting what I need out of relationships and adding that to everything that was already going on. Well, it was too much for the relationship. I've got a lot to say about that, but I don't think that's possible for me right now. It was too much for the relationship. So, a week after our 2-year wedding anniversary, over text, we both agreed that we were not going to be able to come to an agreement that everyone would be happy with that we needed to do to get a divorce. And so we did, and fucking A, went fast. Went really fast. And I feel like should probably speak up for the camera. And I feel like such a failure. Such a failure. And it just brought into reality. It just brought into reality all the fears and all the negative self-talk and all the thoughts that are in my head. Just brought them all right to life. Because he told you I was right. You were not good enough. She never loved you. She never wanted to be with you. No matter what you did, it wasn't going to be enough because you weren't good enough to be married. You weren't good enough for someone to stay with you through the hard times. You weren't good enough. And I'm trying to move on from that. I'm trying to correct what's in myself that would allow me to get into a point in a relationship where it could end so quickly and so drastically over over something that is so fixable, over a fucking conversation. It's fixable. And I'm frustrated and I'm sad and I'm hurting. Even now. 2 months ago was fucking disaster. Never felt anything worse. And if I'm honest, I don't know that I'm going to recover from this. And that's not just the closeness of all these events talking. Because I've been there before. I've been at the worst. And I know the path out. And I know there's a way. I just don't know if I have it in me or if I want it. I don't know if I ever want to be at the place where I'll let myself be that vulnerable again. So what does that mean from here? I have some notes because my brain don't work good while I'm crying. So I want to look down. I think I've said a lot of what I had on here. Yeah. Yeah. It's what I wanted to do. I wanted to cry. I wanted to talk about this pain and the hopelessness and the feeling of failure. And the feeling of unworthiness of being loved. Thank God, I wish I could say, hey, it's been a few months and I'm doing a lot better, and you know what? It's going to be just fine. I'm doing all the things, everything I can do to try to get by every day. I'm still talking to my therapists. I'm inviting people into my life. I'm allowing myself to feel moments of joy, hours of joy sometimes. I feel so guilty and so unworthy of those moments. But here I am. Here I am. I'm still here. I'm trying. But I'm making the best of my relationship with Zoe. Making the best of my life in this beautiful city. I'm trying to bring people into my life. I'm trying to expand what I want and what I'm capable of. I'm trying to be more vulnerable, less vulnerable. I'm trying. But it hurts a lot. And I don't know what the out is. I don't know what the ending is. I don't know what a year from now looks like. I felt like I've always had all the answers. I've always known that I'm gonna fucking fight through it and it's gonna be better, and you want to doubt me? Fucking watch. I don't have that. I wish I had that right now. So, that's what happened this year. That's my version of the divorce and the things that led up to it. I know it's very undetailed, but that's a good thing. The details aren't really the important thing in this. So I don't know why it was important for me to make this video. I honestly don't know why. But since moving away from Buffalo, fucking almost, well, 15 years ago maybe, 15 years ago. After moving away from Buffalo, I've been so alone. I was always kind of alone. I was always kind of isolated with one or two good friends, but it was different. So what I have gotten out of making videos, which were almost always about weight loss and exercise and motivation, what I got out of that was getting a much clearer idea of what I'm really thinking and feeling, and getting some feedback from people and getting encouragement from people and more connection that I don't have. So that's what I've gotten out of the other videos, and I think that's why I want to make this one. So I've gotten so much love and so much so much connection that I reached out for, and I'm very appreciative of it. But that's not necessarily the reason for this video, and I'm not looking for my friends and family and strangers. If you're a stranger watching this, it's going to be really weird for you. But I'm not looking for that encouragement from this. I think I'm looking for some catharsis. Is that the right word? Probably not. That's what I'm looking for, is to send this out into the world. The thing that I've been hiding. The thing that I've been hoping no one sees in my room every night. And for the first 2 months, 10, 20 times a day, just breaking down and ugly crying, wondering if it was even gonna end. Just minutes and minutes, and just wouldn't end, just the hysterical crying. And I'm hoping putting it out there and letting it be known will help. Will help me move to whatever this next step is. I am past the worst of it, and that's the scary part. Is that usually once I'm past the worst of it, I know, okay, I'm past step 1. I'm even maybe past step 2. I can see the other steps, and it's gonna suck, and it's gonna take time, and it's gonna take work, but they're there, and I want to take them. And the scary part is I don't see being in a place where I'm happy and comfortable and confident and can be vulnerable and want to. I'm not going to want the things I've wanted before, and it's scary. But I'm working at it, and I'm trying, and I, most of all, more than anything else, just want to say thank you to everyone that has reached out and helped me and talked to me and been there for me. It was so needed, and I appreciate it with everything. Thank you. Just thank you. And I love you. And keep reaching out to everyone in your life. Because if there's anything that's universal, is that we all need love and we all need connection. I'm sorry. I'm not going to listen back to this. I'm not going to do it again. I'm sorry if the audio is horrible and you don't know what I said. But thank you. Thank you.